Ever wondered what your favorite celebrities were doing before they became global icons? We're diving into the shocking first jobs of some of the biggest stars, and trust me, you'll be amazed. Christopher Walken once tamed lions in a circus at just 16 years old, long before he became one of Hollywood's most iconic actors. Before Pedro Pascal became a global star in The Mandalorian and The Last of Us, he was working hard as a humble waiter, chasing his dreams. Rihanna was once an army cadet in Barbados, years before her voice and style made her an international music and fashion icon. Before Eminem shattered records and changed rap forever, he was just Marshall Mathers, washing dishes in a Detroit restaurant to survive. Long before winning hearts on the big screen, Julia Roberts was serving up scoops of ice cream at Baskin-Robbins. Before becoming a Hollywood legend, Jack Nicholson was just another office worker filing papers and dreaming bigger. Before Danny DeVito brought his unforgettable charm to the screen, he was cutting hair in a beauty salon. Before that iconic voice narrated countless films, Morgan Freeman was getting his hands dirty as a young mechanic. Before storming into action movies, Mel Gibson was delivering pizzas to make ends meet. Before stepping into the White House, Barack Obama was inspiring minds as a law lecturer at the University of Chicago. Before hitting the red carpet, Jessica Biel was guiding tourists and telling stories on the streets. Before changing the world with the Beatles, Paul McCartney was training to be an electrician in Liverpool. Before Kevin Hart made the world laugh, he was selling sneakers and cracking jokes behind the counter. Before becoming a basketball icon, Michael Jordan worked as a maintenance man, fixing things one small job at a time. Before captivating audiences as Tommy Shelby, Cillian Murphy was rocking out on stage as a musician. Before Chuck Norris became a martial arts legend on screen, he was teaching karate to students in real life. Before becoming one of Hollywood's toughest characters, Danny Trejo was helping others rebuild their lives as a drug counselor. Before Adele's voice filled arenas around the world, she was serving tables and chasing her dreams. Before Bob Marley's music spread a message of peace and love, he worked the land as a young farmer in Jamaica. Before Kim Kardashian became a global brand, she was working behind the scenes as a personal assistant. Before Johnny Depp lit up the silver screen, he was pumping gas and dreaming of a bigger life. Before Brad Pitt became the heartthrob of Hollywood, he was sporting a mascot costume to pay the bills. Before revolutionizing cinema, Charlie Chaplin was making people laugh as a circus performer, mastering physical comedy. Before Al Pacino ruled the screen with powerful performances, he was hustling as a busboy in New York City. Before becoming a music mogul, 50 Cent was hustling on the streets, building his empire from the ground up. Before Jake Gyllenhaal was making waves in Hollywood, he was saving lives as a lifeguard during the summer. Before Harrison Ford became Han Solo and Indiana Jones, he was crafting wood as a carpenter to make ends meet. Before becoming a reality TV star and president, Donald Trump was already building his real estate empire in New York City. Before becoming the 46th president of the United States, Joe Biden was practicing law and fighting for justice in Delaware. Before revolutionizing tech with Tesla and SpaceX, Elon Musk was working on farms and getting his hands dirty in Canada. Before The Weeknd topped the charts, he was folding shirts and stocking shelves at American Apparel. Before Taylor Swift wrote her first hit, she was working on a farm in Pennsylvania, dreaming of her future in music. Before becoming Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot was watching kids and learning the importance of responsibility. Before Hugh Jackman became a Hollywood star, he was motivating students as a physical education teacher. Before becoming the spiritual leader of the Catholic Church, the Pope was bouncing at clubs, making sure everyone followed the rules. Before Channing Tatum became a star, he was strutting his stuff on stage as a stripper, inspiring the movie Magic Mike. Before Justin Bieber became a global pop sensation, he was posting videos of himself singing on YouTube, hoping to get discovered. Before Jennifer Aniston made us laugh as Rachel on Friends, she was cold calling people and trying to sell them products. Before Marilyn Monroe became the world's most iconic bombshell, she was working in a munitions factory during World War II. Before winning an Oscar for The Pianist, Adrian Brody was impressing audiences as a magician, performing tricks and sleight of hand. Before Peter Dinklage became a household name on Game of Thrones, he was fronting a rock band and rocking the stage. Before Jennifer Lopez became a global superstar, she was answering phones and managing schedules as a secretary. Before becoming James Bond, Sean Connery was delivering milk early in the morning to make ends meet. Before Tim Allen became the beloved home improvement star, he was arrested for drug dealing, a past he's openly discussed and left behind. Before Will Smith conquered the music and film industries, he was installing fridges as a way to earn a living. Before Nicki Minaj became the queen of rap, she was serving food as a waitress and dreaming of a bigger stage. Before Jason Statham became a global action star, he was diving professionally, competing in events, and showing off his athletic skills. Before Sean Bean became known for his epic roles in The Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, he was welding metal for a living. Before Denzel Washington became the legend of Hollywood, he was assisting in a barbershop, learning the art of communication. Before Gerard Butler became an action star, he was working as a lawyer in a law firm, although he later found his true passion in acting. Before Russell Crowe was battling in the gladiator arena, he was spinning records as a DJ at parties and clubs. Before becoming the legendary John Wick, Keanu Reeves was a correspondent for a Canadian TV show, covering a wide range of topics. Before Antonio Banderas became a Hollywood heartthrob, he was working as a waiter in Spain, serving up plates while dreaming of the big screen. Before George Clooney became a heartthrob and director, he was hustling as an insurance salesman in his early days. Before Adam Sandler became the king of comedy, he was scooping ice cream at a local shop to make ends meet. Before becoming James Bond, Pierce Brosnan was driving taxis around London, navigating the streets before his big break. Before Leonardo DiCaprio became a global icon, he was spending his days taking care of dogs, learning the ropes of responsibility. Before Nicole Kidman graced the big screen, she was using her hands to help others relax as a massage therapist. Before becoming the humanitarian and star she is today, Angelina Jolie was working as a funeral director, handling life's most somber moments. Before Mark Wahlberg hit the big screen, he was making waves as a popular underwear model in the 90s. Before Vladimir Putin became Russia's president, he was gathering secrets and serving as an intelligence officer for the KGB. Before leading Ukraine with resilience, Volodymyr Zelensky was making audiences laugh as a comedian and TV star. Before becoming the host of The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon was scrubbing floors as a grocery store cleaner. Before becoming a martial arts legend, Jet Li was coaching aspiring fighters in the art of wushu. Before becoming Rocky, Sylvester Stallone was working with animals as a zookeeper, learning the value of strength and patience. Before becoming infamous, Adolf Hitler spent his early years as a struggling painter, hoping to make it in the art world. Before founding Amazon, Jeff Bezos was flipping burgers and working his way up as a McDonald's cook. Before Clint Eastwood became the iconic cowboy, he was working as a logger, cutting trees in the rugged landscape. Before Tom Cruise became a box office star, he was carrying bags and delivering service as a bellhop at a hotel. Before Titanic made her a star, Kate Winslet was working behind the counter, selling deli meats and cheeses. Before Harry Styles conquered the music world, he was baking bread and pastries at a local bakery. Before becoming the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne was working in a slaughterhouse, a far cry from his rock star days. Before changing the course of science forever, Albert Einstein was working as a patent clerk, reviewing inventions from others. Before Chris Hemsworth became the mighty Thor, he was working behind the counter as a pharmacy clerk, helping customers with their prescriptions. Before becoming the Fast and Furious star, Vin Diesel was working the door as a tough club bouncer, protecting the nightlife scene. Before revolutionizing tech, Steve Jobs was experimenting with video game creation, diving into the world of digital entertainment. Before becoming the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln worked as a store clerk, selling goods to his local community. Before becoming Jon Snow in Game of Thrones, Kit Harington was working as a journalist, writing stories and chasing leads. Before becoming the King of Rock, Elvis Presley was behind the wheel as a truck driver, delivering goods across the country. Before fronting Queen, Freddie Mercury was working as a baggage handler at an airport, managing luggage instead of rocking the stage. Before Lady Gaga became the pop icon she is today, she was serving food and drinks as a waitress, dreaming of stardom. Before becoming a Hollywood tough guy, Tom Hardy was filling up cars at a petrol station, doing honest work. Before becoming a star actor, Idris Elba worked as an agricultural laborer, learning the ropes of hard work on the land. Before Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson became a wrestling and movie star, he was washing dishes to make ends meet. Before Conor McGregor became the UFC champ, he was fixing pipes and working as a plumber. Before making us laugh in Anchorman, Will Ferrell was broadcasting sports, reporting on the games he now parodies. Before becoming America's favorite actor, Tom Hanks was selling hot dogs on the street, getting a taste of the hard work ethic. Before becoming a legendary action hero, Liam Neeson was operating a forklift, hauling goods and heavy loads in a warehouse. Before Bruce Willis became Die Hard's hero, he was investigating cases and working as a private investigator in New York. Before Tom Brady became the GOAT of football, he was cleaning factories, making a living doing the hard, gritty work. Before Bianca became Queen Bee, she was sweeping up at a hair salon, cleaning up after others before sweeping the world off its feet. Before becoming America's sweetheart, Sandra Bullock was pouring drinks and serving customers as a bartender in New York. Before becoming a chart-topping rapper, Cardi B was lighting up the stage as a stripper, owning her power long before the fame. Before becoming a WWE legend and movie star, John Cena was driving limos, chauffeuring the elite while working his way to the top. Before making us laugh in countless movies, Jim Carrey was cleaning offices as a janitor, dreaming big and thinking bigger. Before hosting the Ellen DeGeneres Show, Ellen was serving drinks as a bartender, making people laugh one cocktail at a time. Before becoming the king of comedy and game shows, Steve Harvey was delivering letters, not punchlines, as a postman. Before being a rap icon, Snoop Dogg was handing out sweet treats as a candy man, showing his sweet side long before the stage lights. Before becoming a Hollywood action hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger was flexing his muscles as a bodybuilder, laying the foundation for his legendary career. Before becoming the iconic Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie was making sandwiches and serving customers at Subway, crafting more than just subs. Before becoming the soothing voice and brush behind the joy of painting, Bob Ross was serving in the Air Force, learning discipline that translated into his art. Before donning the Spidey suit, Andrew Garfield was brewing coffee and serving lattes as a Starbucks barista, fueling more than just his career. Before becoming the hilarious Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson was busy working as an electrical engineer, tackling technical issues long before the comedic genius. Before hitting the big screen, Megan Fox was wearing a mascot costume, bringing smiles to fans in more ways than one. Before twerking her way to superstardom, Miley Cyrus was stocking shelves as a supermarket worker, learning the value of hard work. Before becoming a versatile actress, Emily Blunt was helping people relax as a skilled masseur, rubbing elbows with clients and finding her own path. Before her powerful voice conquered the charts, Dua Lipa was strutting her stuff as a model, perfecting her confidence one pose at a time. Before Drake became a rap superstar, he was acting on Degrassi, The Next Generation, showing his talents in front of the camera long before taking the mic. Before becoming the Queen of Christmas, an iconic vocalist, Mariah Carey was serving food as a waitress, patiently waiting for her big break. Before becoming the martial arts legend we know today, Jackie Chan was risking life and limb as a stuntman, performing death-defying moves long before the spotlight. Before conquering the football world, Cristiano Ronaldo was working as a cleaner, earning his stripes on and off the field before becoming a global icon. And there you have it. If you enjoyed about these surprising first jobs, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories about your favorite celebrities. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.